Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mr. Media channel. However, you can call me Orion. But my name isn't important. What is important is the topic of this video, or well, at least to me. Today, we'll be going over my old furry video game video and how awful it is in retrospect. First of all, the entire thing is voiced over by a check-to-speech bot of Chipflake, who is not only lazy, but distracting as hell. As this, combined with the fact that the pacing is awful, as it goes by way too fast, as well as the fact that I keep changing character that I use as my persona, and that leaves you with a video that is incomprehensible unless you slow it down to at least 0.18 speed, and I haven't even gone to the video yet.
Immortals are Mr. Mato, and furry video games, what are they? Some people would say that they're any games that has the main character be an anthropomorphic animal has lots of characters that are anthropomorphic animals within the game. I personally think it's a game that's made by a furry that has their characters as anthropomorphic animals.
Okay, to start off on the actual video, I have no idea why I insisted on calling my viewers mortals. I mean, I do, but the reasoning was stupid, as I thought as a quote-unquote YouTuber that my quote-unquote fans needed a nickname, and I thought that the word mortals would be more posh, regal, important? I don't know. Secondly, I think me downplaying the importance of video games not made by furries was a stupid move to try to make my argument sound like lore. Because while yes, they weren't made by furries for furries, they still play a huge part of the fandom. I mean, if it wasn't for franchises or solo games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon, Star Fox, Sly Cooper, Banjo-Kazooie, Bubsy Bobcat, Digimon, Crash Bandicoot, Five Nights at Freddy's, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Animal Crossing, Hollow Knight / Silksong, though there is an asterisk with those two, Buzz Bumble, Blinks the Time Sweeper, Okami, Monster Hunter, again with an asterisk, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Rain World, Undertale / Deltarune, Animal Jam, hell, even games like VR Chat that don't really have a main character be an anthropomorphic animal play a huge part and will continue to play a huge part into why people join this fandom. This is not even including the video game tie-ins for movies and TV shows, as I can think of a million on the top of my head. On top of this, this isn't covering the games that, while aren't directly aimed at furries, have anthropomorphic animals within them. And again, I'm probably forgetting a bunch of games and characters, whether because I don't know what they are, or because I'm just blanking out at the moment. And I've named a lot there, so to ignore all of that and just sweep it to the side and treat it as unimportant is not only disrespectful, but also incredibly selective.
Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, you see, most of the furry video games out there are fetishy dating sims, or downright just porn games with barely, if at all, any normal furry video games. Take Change and Trouble Hunter, for example. Two games that, at least in my opinion, are good games if you ignore the fetish stuff. But that's also their biggest problems because of the fetish stuff. If you're not into the stuff within these games, or can't ignore the fetishy nature of said games, which can be very hard to ignore at times, it can be hard to pick up and play these games if you're an outsider.
Okay, so, you know the game The Forest of Love? Well, I had to actively hunt that game down in order to use it in this video. And on top of that, it's not popular, at all. So this is just me being a purist while bringing a game into an area that it doesn't belong. Honestly, this entire thing shouldn't have been made, let alone by a 15-year-old. And also, you physically can't ignore the fetish stuff in Tribal Hunter or Changed, because they are fetish games. You can enjoy them while knowing that, but you can't ignore the fact that at their core they are fetish material. Not everyone can enjoy these games, and not everyone should enjoy these games. Honestly, this feels like an excuse to try and make these games more appealing in order for me to feel comfortable enjoying these games without feeling shame. Oh, wait a minute, that's exactly what they are. Honestly, you can't be a fence sitter on a topic like this because you just sound like a hypocrite, because you are one.
And I think the fetish stuff within these games is what keeps them reaching outside the furry fandom and the mainstream, especially Trouble Hunter, with only 681 reviews on Steam by the time of writing this.
No. These games shouldn't be in the mainstream, and neither should the fandom. Especially the fandom, because of the fact that they will gentrify it. Well, even more so than they already have been.
No, I'm not saying that the developers can't have fetish stuff in their games. They can do whatever they want, I could not care less. I'm more using them as an example of how most of these games can't be enjoyed if you're not a furry or the average DaVinci user.
Well, it surely does sound like you want them to take them fetish material out, or at the very least censor what they do. Also, to throw fellow furries under the bus, as well as other DeviantArt users, is such a dick move and was not necessary, even if it was just for a joke, because, well, it's not funny.
And that with these kind of games, it's hard to say to someone who isn't a furry that the fandom isn't just about sex. In most of the games that furries make are fetishy dating sims, or just porn, and it's not just the games either. It's shit like Twitter where porn accounts is commonplace in Twitter as well as many other sites. Don't check if anyone is lying about their age, which can be another video entirely.
It isn't the job of furry porn artists to censor themselves just because kids use the same platforms they are on. It is their job to make sure that kids can't find them, or at least the best to their abilities, but if a kid does, and they don't, out themselves as a follower of them, then they'll never know. And oh my fucking god, that comment I made saying that Twitter doesn't check ages aged horribly. I feel sick about the fact that I thought having ID verification would be a good idea. My god, I am terribly sorry for having that opinion like years ago. That is, I am terribly sorry. I don't know.
Or YouTubers like Odin Wolf with Luke Husky having sexual content, or the males getting lots of views while the smaller girls who put love into their videos barely get anything.
Again, throwing other furries under the bus is a dick move, especially with YouTubers that you enjoy, especially Odin Wolf, as he was a major reason why I joined the fandom, which is also you, because I'm talking to myself here. Also, who said that Fluke Husky and Odin Wolf didn't put love into their videos? Just because sex sells doesn't mean that they didn't love what they did.
I'm really trying to say is that I'd love to see more furries make games include anthropomorphic characters without making it sexual fetishy, so then more people could see the safe for work side, and not the not safe for work side of the fandom.
Firstly, game developers don't owe you shit, and if you truly want to change in the furry gaming space, then be the change you want to see. But of course, you never became that, did you? Secondly, I can't believe that I was proud of this video when I made it. It's incredibly awful, and honestly, I'm glad I unlisted it. Thirdly, keep furry weird. This goes out to everyone in the fandom. Don't let minors who can't even get a job dictate what you can and can't do. Draw your characters as pool toys. Write that Big the Cat X Reader Lemon fanfic. Animate yourselves transforming into a Dalmatian. Develop the game where you have to avoid werewolves lest they take you as their own. As long as it doesn't involve sexualizing minors, dead bodies, or real animals, then no one should care. Do whatever the fuck you want, because as much as newbies and burnt furs hate it, the first furry convention had a scantily clad latex deer for a reason, because this fandom is strange. It is weird, it is horny, it is autistic, it is beautiful, it is whatever you make it. Just remember to tell normies to fuck off and keep out. I have been Orion Rawlings today. I might make another video of me criticizing the dating sim video I made, but more importantly, have a great day.